is Dustin. I also go by the Arbitrary Nerd. I'm going to have my lovely cast introduce themselves, and then we will jump into a recap. But I'll give you a brief spoiler. It looks like Patrick won't be joining us because he's pretending his power has gone out. Justin, who lives on the same street as Patrick, has full power. We checked all the power outage websites, and it says he has full power. So unless he's gone into the basement and flipped all of his power switches, I think he's fibbing. But yeah,
another reason as to why Rye is the worst.
Yeah, that's thank you, Shadow. Much appreciated. And hey, folks, thank you guys for joining us. I'm going to let the cast introduce themselves. Take it away, Nick.
As Dustin stated, my name is Nick, and I play Dren, who is a Solarian Marikoi, and he is the best captain. Not exactly sure how he's going to handle this upcoming situation, but we'll see.
My name's Patrick, and I'm dumb.
All right, go on, Michael.
And I'm Michael, and I play Zero, the android operative, and possibly the showboat of this thing he's going to be having us do.
Showboat or savior, who knows?
My name's Chris, and I play Sheer Ket, who is probably just going to beat the living piss out of people. That's it.
Sounds about right.
Well, there's no right to tell you no.
Exactly.
Or you can diss all their bowels.
Yes, I'm going. Their bowels are not going to diss them themselves.
No. And I am Justin. I play Seeker, the android technomancer, and I'm just going to be warming the bench.
Yeah.
There's not much I can do out there. That's for sure.
You'll be fine. Don't get too hard up on
Based off of dexterity and reflex, my two worst saves.
My dex is... I got 17 dex.
Not my top. You listen, you guys signed up to be the athletes. You should have understood that it required athletic ability.
It'll be fine.
Actually, I have decent reflex. I got 6 reflex and a 3
acid
dex
reflex.
mod.
Yeah, I got you.
Yeah, I do have acid reflex.
Well, it uses your base reflex, not your actual reflex.
All right.
The gag reflex.
For quick recap, so you guys have any idea what the heck we're talking about. One, sorry, we were gone for 2 weeks. I was in Disney doing Disney stuff. So
he's not sorry.
The guys created some characters, which is a pretty funny and awful episode. If you want to go watch that, is that on YouTube, Justin?
No.
Maybe it'll soon be on YouTube.
Wait,
it will be if you're a patron.
I thought that was going to be a Patreon one.
Oh, is it? That's fine. You can make it a Patreon one. That's probably safer so that everyone can't see it because you guys are garbage.
It was pretty good.
It was very fun. That was a very good episode.
All right.
I had a lot of fun with it.
Let's see, where were we with the recap? Oh yeah, and then we did a rerun of the last real episode, so anyone who kind of watched that and we caught us in the chat will be caught up for this episode. Very last time we left off with Dren was getting lucky with an NPC named Flail, and getting lucky is used contextually. I don't know if it's accurate at all. And I'm letting him do his private thing in his own private time. That's a fade to black scene. All the other guys sitting at the bar waiting patiently, for only like 3 minutes, had to hang out with Captain Smith, who showed up just as the episode ended. Captain Smith being a sort of arch enemy of sorts with Dren, or to Dren, because he maybe was brought into this prison dome y'all are in. He got his ticket, his token out of there, and then Dren stole it, which is how Dren escaped way back when. I don't know if you guys have ever seen Lost, which you should have for most of it. A lot of this little feature setup is kind of like that. This is the island you all are trapped on, and it does weird things to weird people. But you'll always come back. Right, Nick?
Sure.
Have you not seen Lost either?
No.
I haven't.
It makes you feel better. I've never seen Lost. I saw like 1 or 2 episodes, and I was like, well, this is really boring.
I know it takes place on an island, and it's not Survivor.
Y'all are allowed to not see certain things, like Lost as your one thing that you haven't seen, but Nick hasn't seen Lost. He hasn't seen Firefly. He hasn't seen Letterkenny. Have you seen all the Star Wars, Nick? Do I have to actually kick you out of the show?
I have seen all of the Star Wars.
Solo included?
Solo not included. I love the yes, that nod. It's like, yeah, he did. Oh.
I love all of these things I've mentioned.
On Netflix. You need to watch it at the end of this.
Watch what?
Solo. Pretty sure it's on Netflix.
It is on Netflix, yeah. But
Oh, okay.
so Letterkenny's on Hulu and everything else he has. Even Firefly is on Hulu again, I think. Or I gave you my DVDs of Firefly, you rat bastard.
I don't know where they went. I must have
Don't tell me
misplaced
that, 'cause
them.
I'll come over there and find them, and you won't.
You don't
No.
want Dustin in your house.
He has to buy you the Blu-ray version.
Listen,
Where are the Blu-rays, Michael?
I
You
can't.
get DVDs.
I can't watch Firefly or anything else right now because I'm rewatching all of Game of Thrones to catch up for this week, and then we got Avengers later this month. I just can't fit it in
You should have already seen all those things. Why are you rewatching them?
because it's easy to fall asleep to.
Yeah. Okay. All right. I'm offended. Anything important else happen last time? I know you guys talked to the coach and everything, or trainer is what he's going by in this universe. No, did I lose my list of
There was a bunch of Letterkenny characters that I didn't pick up on, but everybody
Why
else
didn't
was
you pick
having
up on
them.
any of them?
Yeah, why
Because I haven't seen Firefly. That's why.
Oh, that makes sense.
That's all right. I think I lost all my notes with it. I think that might have been a Word document, but we'll see how that was.
I have no idea how you lose all these notes so easily.
Well, I have them on 18 different things. Some I write out, some I
Oh, that's
put.
why I'm always consistent. That's why I write everything.
There is literally nothing about my
Fine.
life that I keep consistent. Not a single thing.
I have poops. Actually,
found
not
it.
poops.
Nice. It was in Google Drive, guys. That's if you keep notes, you should probably keep them in one spot, like Chris says. Don't be terrible like me. Yeah, pro GM tip: keep all your notes in one spot so you're not like me. All right, I think we're good to go. Do you guys have anything that you wanted to? That you even remembered from the last time we were on stream?
Yes. So we finally got into Water's Edge. There was a group of hooligans that was a Letterkenny reference, and didn't pick up on that because it's me. And we threatened them, saying, "Hey, you're trying to mess with us, but we just killed a dragon." Well, Zero more so did that. And then they went away. They're like, "Oh, good point."
I thought
Then they went
Rye
away.
actually did that with the rocket launcher.
I know I was. I didn't really say much of anything.
No, Rye
I'll go
killed the
over
dragon.
the party.
But Zero was the one that was like, or it was either myself or Zero, one of those two, that was like, "Hey, you want to do this? We killed that thing." Like, oh, okay. But moving on. So we enter into
We
Water's
gave them an
Edge.
explosive box.
Oh, right. I forgot about the traps that I opened up and didn't
Yep.
check. Because I just love to do that.
I gave one of them to the skids.
And then we went to the town hall lady, and we're like, "Yo, where's this person at?" She's like, "Oh, just around." Oh, okay. So we found the dude we first met, the older dude, and we're like, "Hey, I see you got a festival thing going on here." He's like, "Oh yeah, come back, town meeting at 5 or whatever." I'm doing a very bad job at this, but I'm sure it's better than what most everybody else would.
It's just
Yeah,
a very
there you go.
long one. You're just
Right.
I'm going to tell you the entire episode right
What
now.
happened then?
Okay, so then I said this, and then Seeker said that.
Long story short, Dren is now betting the barkeep.
One thing led to another.
One thing
Went in for a drink, got a completely different kind.
Yeah. All right. We're gonna pick up here. Unfortunately, with Rye being absent, I'm gonna say, let's see. Maybe he got slipped a drink at the bar and is now feeling a little sleepy because I don't want to deal with his antics. So he has kind of slowly drifted off to sleep. Hey, Chris, what's the name of this drink that Rye accidentally imbibed?
Pangalactic.
Yeah. All right. Fine. We're really scraping the barrel there.
Pangalactic on Sunday.
Yeah, fine. I'll allow it. And going from there, you guys are sitting at the bar with Captain Smith. He looks over at you. Captain Smith is wearing really plain clothes. He's got a plain T-shirt with a toolbox in a center image of his shirt, I think is what we said, or was it a wrench? I can't remember what it was. He's got just basically a logo in the center of his T-shirt. Otherwise, it's plain blue shirt. He's wearing jeans, sure. He looks very kind of plain mundane, but very well chiseled. In fact, he looks statuesque himself. Very heavily muscled. He's got a very like broad jaw. He looks again statuesque, but I'm not talking about that naked brawl statue from the last time we played.
Yeah, Brawl was better.
More Fabio-esque, I guess. Although Fabio's an old reference. I'm gonna need to update my chiseled man reference, huh? God, I'm getting old.
All Might-esque.
All Might-esque, I like it. Except I have an All Might character already in the dome, so I shouldn't use that. But fine, All Might-esque for now works. I don't think you guys are gonna meet Almighty.
Incredible Hulk-esque.
Sure, with less green. And obviously, like every character I have that's not me, very pleasant hair. He looks over at you guys and he says, "Hey, don't I know you guys from somewhere? You all look familiar."
Probably from the sky.
I don't much spend time looking at the sky. Everything I need is down here.
Well, you would have seen us if you looked at the sky at certain points whenever we're fighting things, apparently.
Oh, are you other allies of justice?
Oh.
Haven't seen you in the circuit before, though.
What do you mean, allies of justice?
Are you villains then? I might recognize you if you were on a rap sheet.
No.
What are your names? Could you give me your names?
I am Sheerket, and I am following around the Pact Breakers.
Pact Breakers. That's what it is. Those out-of-town lawbreakers. He puffs up his chest at this point. He says, "I can't say I approve of your kind here, but
That is very rude."
That's probably right, but I've been told I can't wantonly bludgeon and imprison individuals without probable cause. So,
But what do you have against Bolita?
never heard of her.
Okay. What do you have against me?
Well, nothing yet, but if you're traveling with the Pact Breakers, known criminals, I can't let that stand. Again, probable cause being required for the pummeling. But be warned. Do I have probable cause here today, guys?
You would never even have probable cause. I mean, we're not even...
We're
not bad.
Children.
Huh?
We saved 2 children.
Very good point.
That you put in danger, no doubt. Wait a second. These 2 children you've brought into a bar with you.
To keep them safe, of course.
Yes, actually, both of them would.
Isn't this bar also an inn?
I don't think this one is. No, it's just a bar.
Well, then where is Dren right now?
Literally, the
back.
barkeep has a room in the back.
Basically the back. The keg cooler. Gross.
All right. You know what? It's my day off. I'm going to be honest. I'm just going to take a seat. I'm going to relax. And I'm going to wait for that space pirate scum Dren to come waltzing on out of the back room. If you make any trouble, just know I will fix the issue.
Sheerket sits next to him and says, "I'll have a milk, please," even though there is no barkeep.
Yeah, he looks up and down the bar and he says, "You might have a wait there, Bolita."
My name is Sheerket. Human.
Oh, thought you were about to follow C-3PO. Human cyborg relations. Like, what? Sheerket, and you are a Bolita, yes?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Nailed it. Awesome. Do you need autograph? Yeah.
I've got plenty. He pulls out one, gives him one prize.
I'm surprised she's parting with it.
No, doesn't give to. He goes to try to take it, and he should pulls it back.
Oh, all right. Maybe I've seen you at the fan club as well. That's fine. So when will Dren be back?
I assume
Shouldn't be
when
too
he
long.
is
He's probably pretty quick.
when he has finished.
In my experience, he is very quick-fingered. Yeah. Not actually a fan of that, to be honest.
Hmm.
What? Wait, what?
Don't
What's he doing with
understand
his fingers? I thought they were just having a staring contest.
Staring contest. That's not like him, but I'm not going to worry about that. Maybe I haven't associated with him long enough. While we wait, since I am bored and can't be left alone with my thoughts, tell me a little about yourselves. I am known as Captain Smith. I kind of the defender of the entire dome. When someone cries out for help, I am the one that shows up and saves the day again. I am
I
taking
see who he is now.
a brief sojourn into Water's Edge, which is, I'll be honest, kind of the slums. But, got to make some face for the PR route. They got that big blitzer ball game coming up, so I'm going to say a little how do you do on my way out of town.
Oh, we're gonna be in that actually.
Not the children.
No.
In
Blitzer
which
ball.
part?
We're gonna play that. We're gonna play that game, whatever it is. Which I don't know if I've
Blitzer
actually...
ball, you.
Yes.
He he kind of clearly does like a thing where he kind of puts his arm, like his hand to measure over his arm, and then he compares it to your arm. Huh. Wasn't that something? Well, are you good at it?
I don't think so. Hey, is that a Patrick? At
Door
my
kicks open.
Hold on.
I'm very
Hold on.
good
Patrick's
at
at my door.
Patrick's really hamming up this power out thing. He crawled all the way to Justin's house. Now Justin has to find a second computer and everything, or does Pat use his laptop?
Well, Pat would probably use this crap top.
Or they'll just share a screen.
it. Pat, you're late.
Well,
Hello.
Oh, I can't see just his forehead anymore.
I can't.
You gotta join
We
us.
can't really
hi
hear it, so-
Patrick.
Stop waving and turn on
So
your
this is gonna be,
computer.
Let's see. I'm gonna have to do one of these.
We're gonna cut this. We're gonna cut.
I haven't actually seen those. Anytime I do them.
I have until my laptop runs out of battery because
That's the man who does our audio editing, folks.
Yeah. I mean, I ended up finding them and getting them, but like I don't actually see the little
The
peaks
spike?
there. Yeah.
You should
Maybe
just
we
have
should
Patrick
just
to talk.
scream for 5 seconds. Just collectively scream.
Yeah, but that'll be really bad if Justin forgets to cut it out.
That would be amazing.
For the audio listeners, just all of a sudden we just start shrieking at the top of our lungs. All right. While Patrick's getting set up,
Sure Kit nudges Rye, trying to wake him up.
yeah, just kind of slapping him awake from his slightly too heavy pan-galactic beverage. I like the in the chat exclamation point worst, our command that produces It's Patrick has shown up multiple times throughout tonight. I very much appreciate that.
I'm pretty sure there was a Rye one in there.
Yeah, it's fine. Yeah, Rye's not the best. All good stuff. I should probably update our commands. They're a little late or out of date. Is Patrick getting his laptop set up? Is that what's happening?
I saw a laptop in the viewfinder.
It's probably not a
what's the
Pan-Galactic
reference,
Gargle Blaster, just
yeah.
to completely riff from Hitchhiker's Guide. It's Pan-Galactic IPA.
Yeah, actually, I had a beer just on Sunday called the Pan Galactic, and it was definitely a Hitchhiker's Guide reference. In fact, on the bottom of the can, it said "Deep Thought."
I appreciate that.
I was really happy about it. I saved the can. I don't save cans. I saved it. Yeah.
Are you guys saying
Shadows
awful
referencing
things?
that our character sheets are out of date in the commands. Not only are they out of date, they're also like
Still Miller in a brawl.
they're like different levels. So yeah, I will. I'm supposed to update that this weekend, but I was catching up from vacation.
Brawls is actually up to date. I don't use them anymore, but
I
it is
don't
up to date.
need Brawl. Nick, you know how to make commands. Finish the commands for me.
I have to log in under our account, and I need the token that you have.
You gotta text me and I give you the token.
Worked out last time, didn't it?
I was asleep, and it was like the day I got back from Disney. Get off my back. Oh, that
I'm
was
a
the day I got back.
monkey.
Didn't I end up doing it myself?
Yes.
I did it myself.
It was my mom's birthday, okay?
Also, fun thing, you can't schedule a rerun. You have to be there and you have to hit the button, so it starts at that second you hit the button. There's no schedule option.
Oh, that's not
You can
fun.
schedule premieres, which are new content never before seen, but I didn't have that downloaded somewhere else, so I couldn't even pitch it as a
Gotcha.
premiere. You guys are getting now the back end of Twitch while Patrick tries to get here. And remember, everyone, complain to Patrick for being late and that he's holding us up.
I also just noticed that your stand-in camera is named as Musty. Oh, I forgot. I have a camera right here. Here's the Pangalactic. I forgot I brought it up.
Literally drinking right now. He's got a problem.
Literally drinking it.
It's an alcohol problem.
And he didn't even know he was.
I am not an alcoholic, just a beer enthusiast.
No, I don't have anything from this episode that's coming up anywhere around my room right now. Justin already got my reference, I think, so there's that.
I did. I got it.
You're probably going to be the only one until you might be the
Patrick
only
could have
one.
gotten it.
Why? What's it from?
I'll leave it off for now. We'll talk about it in the after party.
You can see him in the thing.
Uh,
I mean, you could
Pat, hurry up.
Chair and just sit right here and talk into this mic.
How's he supposed to hear?
I can move over just a little bit.
Pat, you're a big dumb.
we could just have Patrick have headphones on his laptop watching the Twitch, and he'll just have it like 6-second delay. That'd be great.
You could probably
grab a
sign
chair.
up to your phone
Be right
now.
back.
Yeah, we're a very professional Starfinder stream, guys.
But Patrick's power was out.
I'm waiting for him to be able to hear us trashing him.
Allegedly.
It probably had something to do with his parents.
He's just unplugging it. We're sick of this nerd crap.
Oh, ooh. Oh,
Pat.
guys, it's Pat.
Hold on, I gotta turn off Musty.
Oh my
Turn off
gosh.
Musty.
Patrick, you stay. I'm leaving.
Musty, go away.
Musty's
The
leaving.
funny thing is the quality on Dustin's camera is better than Patrick's camera.
Nice
Well,
phone.
I am on a one.
Now, Angry Dustin has to go away now. Angry Dusty. Angry Dusty.
Oh God, I can hear me. This is what I was talking about. I'm gonna get
That's
speech
what we say every time. Oh God, we can hear Patrick.
Well, that's why Justin is supposed to share his outgoing audio with you, but apparently not.
Well, if I share my outgoing audio, it's gonna get picked up on my mic. So I can't.
How's that going, Patrick?
Oh,
Pat finally
it's-
hears his
Pat-
own voice.
He's having a really strong drink at the bar.
It is my own personal hell. I hear Justin like 3 times.
You could probably mute me in
Can I
Start
mute you?
muting some stuff.
How do I
Might be
mute
able to-
you?
and Zoom. Well, actually, I don't even need to be.
I don't think he can mute you, Justin.
Participants.
Where is there a participants button?
Mute.
Oh, there it is.
Nope.
Yeah, you can mute him, right? I already have Patrick muted.
Hey, you know
apparently.
what?
Big butt.
No, Pat muted himself on his
Oh.
I
computer.
muted
Can I
me.
mute Michael? No.
Hold on a minute. Nope. Just gonna have to
Yeah, deal with it.
get through it.
Yep.
So the best part about this is, guys, everyone in this entire group but me and Michael works in tech support.
Oh yeah. Well,
I
I don't
don't.
work in like the electrical. I'm getting.
I work in a
speech
bar.
jammed so bad.
Or worked in tech support. I'm sorry, Chris. I forgot you've moved on to
I-
I
greener.
don't
Way to
work
do it.
in
Greener
I work
hops.
in IT, but I diddly do on a computer and I fix a website. I don't deal with like the electrical grid.
Why not?
That's not what he was
What money
complaining about.
Because
It's
my
alright.
power's out. Why I'm here.
No, we're talking about the whole
Pat,
muting.
go
your
to a
thing.
different room.
Oh, you could just go to a different room.
I was waiting for it, and it didn't happen. So I felt like now was finally the time. Guys, how do we get this to work? If only I could go somewhere else.
Shut up.
Oh, hey, that's a good
Well, now we're doing
one.
Blair Witch
Cheers.
Project style. Oh, that's our next stream. It's gonna be a horror mansion, and you guys have to go through an actual horror house or whatever, haunted house. That's what I meant to say. What am I doing?
Your cat's
You
following
said,
me.
you said horror house, and I did not hear horror.
Well, that's fine too. We can just.
I
see
mean,
what-
this bar is almost like that.
Yeah.
It basically is a horror house.
All right, everybody shut up for a second.
One.
Okay.
Welcome
Now
to
we can
Never
get
Split the
back
Party. My name is Nick.
Patrick, do you want to introduce yourselves as?
No, he already got an introduction.
What's going on?
You already got one. Let's continue.
I got an intro.
You did.
Oh.
It was a good one.
Hi, everyone. My name's Patrick, and I play Reich Oren. He's a Lushita envoy, and he's currently without power.
Nice.
Okay.
All right. Moving on from there, you guys are currently at the bar hanging out with Captain Smith. He asked you guys, well, what was your deal, or what were you doing there, or whatever, and then he proceeded to immediately begin talking about himself. And he mentioned that he is waiting to make an appearance at the Blitzer Ball game as a bit of a publicity stunt, which is happening. Do we say tomorrow? I think.
Yeah.
Okay, so a game happening tomorrow, and he's currently waiting for Dren to exit the bar.
Well, so oh my god. Captain Smith was like something like, why is it so good, or like, are you guys good, or something like that.
Are you guys good at Blitzer Ball is what he's asking.
But this was as Patrick was entering the scene, but I said, door flies open. Trent goes, I'm always good.
Seeker immediately pipes up, oh, who won the staring contest?
We both won. It was a tie.
Oh, Ryan had a tie with what's her face there?
Kamira.
Mira, yeah.
All right. Are you dressed or are you not dressed?
He's
partially dressed.
He's
partially dressed. All right. Captain Smith is what you are greeted with as you exit the back room. And he stands up, puts both hips on his shoulders, puts his broad chest out, and he says,
yeah, you heard that right, Chris.
Okay.
Did I say something wrong?
Yep.
I'm still trying to picture him trying to put his hips on his shoulders.
He's a
fist
contortionist, okay?
On his hips and puffs out his broad chest. All right, I'm back on track. Okay, I got this. Sorry, he was channeling Flail. He's what you're basically greeted with as a vision as you exit the room, and he says, "Dread Pirate Dren."
Smith, Captain Smith.
That's not just Captain Smith. One Smith.
It's been a long time. I see you're still here in the dome.
Yes. That's what happens when you take my token, my only option to get out of this dome, and leave with it.
Yeah, I suppose that would happen. Don't worry, we'll get you out eventually.
I don't know if you know this, but I have a strong sense of justice, and I don't think stealing is gonna cut it. I normally would do a little bit of a bop, put you on the ground, pick you up by the scruff of your neck, and take you to the nearest jail. Unfortunately, Water's Edge, nor does most of this dome, actually has a jail. Instead, I came here to let you know that I am watching you. You step out of line once.
Oh, Captain Smith, there's a lot of people watching us right now. We're on that TV right up there. You're no different from everybody else who is watching us. Just saying.
That's a good point. I guess I don't actually have to be this close to watch you either. You're saying I just look up?
Yes. Yes.
Noted. Thank you, Bolita. Shirkat.
I told you that.
Your toaster is talking to me again, Shirkat. Could you please manage it? Monkey Man. I am not able to, at this moment, pound you into the pulp you deserve. I was told I have to wait until after the Blitzer Ball game. So I'm going to wait. I have to make an appearance anyways. I'm going to watch these fine gentlemen at the bar who may or may not be wanted terrorists.
Not.
I'm going to watch them play. I'm going to enjoy it. I'm going to sit in the booth of honor. I'm going to sign some lovely mugshots. And then, when it's all done, I'm going to find you and pull your tail off. Do we understand each other?
Why are you required to wait till after the game?
Because Saltazar, whom I am not a particular fan of, but must acquiesce to his requests from time to time, said so. Apparently, it's not good TV if I do what I have to do beforehand for justice.
Hey, we're not fans of his either. And we have to acquiesce to his demands, and apparently, because we're here now.
At this point here, Shirkat is actively trying to wake up Rai. We were going to write him out this session by being really, really drunk.
How dare you?
That's what Rye says.
It wasn't really, really drunk so much as he was slipped a sort of roofie. Flail was trying to get some one way or the
That's
other.
a Dustin thing.
Yeah, well, I don't like that being a thing. I don't know. Don't say that. I don't like that.
Too late. It's out there in the open now.
I
want a really good man. Go to Dustin's.
Rye is roused back to consciousness from Shirkat. What were you saying, Seeker?
Reich, we have a human smith here. He's making, I don't know, aggressive comments towards your body.
Towards my body?
Yes.
Have at thee. I'm kidding.
Mostly this one, and he points back to Dren.
Oh, I completely understand that.
I don't understand why you're working with Saltazar. If he was your friend, he'd just let you leave.
Saltazar is, as far as I can tell, no friend to justice. However, he has guaranteed me my own token again if I wait until after Blitzer Ball and then on camera show you the working end of my fist.
Can we have that token?
No.
Weren't you listening? He needs it to get out.
Well, we can get you out.
That's what I said. See, now we're on the same page.
Yeah. You have that token?
I don't have the token yet. I have to beat the crap out of the monkey after the match.
You're going to get a token for beating him up?
Yes. Well,
you just do it now?
Have you not been listening?
Dren, are you okay with that?
I have to wait until after the Blitzer Ball match, or Saltazar will not give it to me.
Well, I was trying to say earlier that we do not like Saltazar, and we're trying to get out, and we need all the help we can get. And we can
this is super easy. We just throw the Blitzer Ball game, get Dren a little knocked around. I used to watch wrestling when I was a kid. I can coach you on how to take a dive. It'll be fine. Dren, have I ever steered you wrong before?
Captain Smith does not lie, cheat, steal, or excessively womanize.
Excessively.
That laugh was out of character. In case there was any confusion.
I
am a good man.
I don't recommend you throw the Blitzer Ball game. Just a pro tip. I'm pretty sure the losers of that get a little bit less than a little more than booed off the field.
Wait, Don't we have to throw the blitzer ball in order to score?
Throw it, kick it, whatever.
Then why should we throw it?
You don't throw the
You need to
game.
throw it to pass. You need to kick to get the goal.
Also, is it problematic that I spent most of my time studying theater and literature and politics and history and less so sports?
He goes up to Seeker, kind of like eyeballs measuring Seeker's bicep, and then compares that to Rye and goes, "Huh, you're gonna have some trouble, huh?"
I'm more of an equipment manager.
Well, my understanding is you need at least 6 people to play, so I don't think you're gonna be able to sit this one out. And your children, who shouldn't be in the bar for the absolute record, aren't actually eligible. They're too young.
Are you going to be joining us in the game?
Wonderful idea.
We've recruited Captain Smith to play blitzer ball for us.
What are you talking? What?
Yes.
Amazing!
I knew I could always count on you, Smith.
You will look great in the uniform, guys. Do we have a uniform?
And imagine that, the Captain Smith winning
Whoa.
blitzer ball, right?
Whoa! Calm your toaster down.
You can be captain on the
What's a
field,
toaster?
and I will be captain. You can call me coach.
It's gonna be a lot of cameras on the blitzer ball field, huh?
If you do well, it'll look very good.
Are you any good?
And you'll be able to keep a better eye on Dren from inside the dome.
Go
And
ahead
are
make
you
me
any
a
good?
diplomacy roll on that one, 0.
If it helps Human Smith, we have an excess number of cameras on us specifically after our last.
Ha! I rolled a nat 20.
I look over at Sheer.
So a 20, because I don't have any money.
I look over at Sheercat and I say, Sheercat, it's Captain Smith. Legitimate captains enjoy having the title stated.
But I'm not Captain Dren.
But Rai, he
Oh, well,
calls
you're my
me
friend.
Bolita Sheercat.
What was that? I'm sorry.
He calls me Bolita Sheercat. I call
Well, that's
him
not so much a
Human-
title as it is your race.
Human Smith.
Is Toaster a title? I've never heard anyone call someone a toaster.
Oh, yes, you're very good at parties.
Toaster 1, I'm
Oh.
talking to the toaster I didn't even see in the corner. Give me 1 second.
Toaster? What
You
did
mentioned
I
I could-
miss? I was gone for 10 minutes.
I'm not talking to you, I'm talking to 0.
I'm talking to you guys out of character.
Oh.
Because Seeker and Zero are appliances, Patrick.
Ha.
I guess 0 can be the microwave then. Listen, microwave, you don't make a bad point that I could probably
Isn't that
keep
racist?
a closer eye.
Oh, yeah. That was getting it brought up when he was done talking.
A closer eye on Dren. That's not a bad idea. You also look like the only one who might actually stand a chance on the field, if I do say so myself.
Only
are
as a
you any good?
forward.
What is it?
No, I sure I'd do fine as goalie.
Well, I was thinking, maybe, are you actually down? Do you only have the 5 of you eligible?
Yeah, I mean, you obviously don't want us using kids, or as you said, the kids aren't eligible.
Oh, I don't care if you use kids. Kids are awful.
The kids aren't all right.
Thank you, Nicholas. I
Let's
think
be honest, the kids might be better than 2 of our teammates.
standing around and just being able to kind of flex my stuff on camera seems suitable. I think I could be your goalie. Now, I did one day before the Most Dangerous Game show actually save a prolific member of the Blitzerball community from a mugging. And he gave me a keepsake I keep on my person. And I thought might actually be better for you, Mr. Microwave.
Me every time.
I assume he's still looking at me at this point.
Yes.
And what exactly is this gift?
He reaches into his pants pocket. He pulls out like a slim folding wallet, which is kind of archaic considering you guys all carry cred chips. And inside of it, he produces a tiny little earring that looks like it has a blitzer ball dangling at the end of it. And he dangles it over and he passes over to you and he says, I hear it has one of the what do you call it?
It's got a eject shot in it.
One of the players' famous moves is actually downloaded into some sort of circuitry in here. I figured you, with a microwave, would understand better. But I think if you wear this during the match, you might actually get a bit of a heads up in the game.
Well, we need every advantage we can take, so I'll gladly accept.
Sure. Do you put it on?
And I actually look over at Seeker and say, do you want to see if this is magical or technological?
Sure, the toaster will do it, and I make little like sparks out of my hands as it like little fire. The toaster will take care of it in a jiffy, and I scan it for magic.
You do token spell and like a holographic piece of toast flies out of your shoulder.
It's got some like low level magic on it. It's actually a pretty common feature in Blitzer Ball games for key players to download data for their moves and then have mild enchanted items that give you access to their moves. It's a way to pass on some moves that are also impossible for certain body types that play the game to actually be able to pull them off. So it's kind of a rite of passage for the game. So it does seem to be a pretty standard piece of equipment, but it is somewhat magical, yes.
Yeah.
With the type of detect magic, whatever, we'll be able to tell if it's cursed or something like that?
No, it just says if it's magical or not. It's way dumbed down in Starfinder.
I feel like Dustin always gives me the magical crap that could come back to haunt us, because he knows I'll just put it on.
This one's
It
probably
actually
fine.
reduces all of your dex bonus. Now he can actually hit you.
I can see doing that. I'll wait till the actual game to put it on, though.
All right. Captain Smith says, all right, looks like I've got some prep to do. I'm going to go find the nearest tanning salon, assuming they have one in this horrible place. And I will be back to play Blitzer Ball with you tomorrow and then beat you into a furry, bloody pulp. He points at Dren.
Now, if we win, we all get a token.
Well, you as a group might get a token. I think that's what
Okay.
the trainer was saying. I don't have any interest in that. I'm not eligible for that one. I'm only eligible for the one I get from pummeling Dren. Dren took my original token, you might remember.
Oh, yeah.
Well, that one's gone. He can't
I
get that
remember.
one back.
That's
but can we have
correct.
that other one.
And
didn't
he
do
did
too much
say
with
he'd
it.
give you a new token, right?
We have a token we could give you.
Slow pan to Dren.
For what?
I owe you a debt.
Well, he doesn't need to kill you, Dren. You can just take your lickings. I mean, you did, offend him and steal from him.
We all owe him a beating. Let's just be very honest about
This is
this.
true.
I just imagine the airplane.
Notice no one jumped to
everybody's
his
waiting
aid.
in line.
Well, I was about to say, you don't need to kill him, correct?
I probably won't kill him. It's a little hard to control my strength sometimes, but there's a good likelihood he'd live.
Oh, and can I just retcon in a sense motive check? For when
Go ahead and do
I
this.
was still getting this stuff up and running.
And
Honestly, roll just a d20 and see what you get, because even your base modifier is probably enough to get this.
Yeah, my base modifier is a minimum of plus 11.
Yeah, if you want to just give me a d20 roll and just tell me what it is. Oh, God.
28 before I roll a bonus,
Yeah, all right, that's more than enough.
an additional bonus.
This guy is not bright. He doesn't.
He's not bright or not right.
Bright. He's not bright. He's probably also not right. He doesn't appear to have a duplicitous bone in his body. He is relatively gullible, and he once again seems to be another set of people, or another of the set of people you've encountered, devoted to a tenuous thing called justice. I believe the last group, the Power Force, mentioned Captain Smith by name. Is that wrong? I thought they did.
Yep, they did.
Yeah, so they've
I just
name
don't
dropped him
remember what they said
before.
about him.
They said that he wouldn't allow them in the Justice Society Against Injustice, so they formed their off-branch, weirdly named.
He's in the Justice Society against just.
Yeah, they
He's
were.
in the
Knights for
correct one.
Justice.
They're in the wrong one.
Yeah, they were in their own. Like, if he won't let us join ours, we'll make our own, or whatever. And he is in the one that you're more familiar with, Patrick.
Yeah.
And looking him up and down, does he have any weapons on him?
Anytime someone would ask him that question, he would do one of these brawl style. So no, he does not carry weaponry.
Okay.
In fact, his pants are rather tight. His shirt is rather tight. There is not much to hide on this dude.
So no armor, no weapons, nothing?
Nothing whatsoever.
Wow.
Yeah, again, t-shirt and jeans.
That was Dustin attempting to show muscles.
Oh, sorry, I was showing the gun show, which I don't really have. So,
But he did
anybody on
follow up
audio.
with, the brawl thing.
Welcome to the
So I think
Nerf
people
show.
get, what that is.
yeah, Nerf show probably fine. Peanut butter jelly time maybe. I don't know what I got here, but it's not good. Do you guys have anything else to say for Captain Smith? Because you have successfully recruited him to be your goalie. And you have gotten a random item that Zero won't put on yet.
Yeah.
I'll put it on.
To everybody else's eyes, they see me enter into a staring contest with Captain Smith. No need to take off the headphones.
Okay. Staring contest is bad timing for now, but that's okay. You do you.
Oh, yeah.
What? No, I just mean I open up a telepathic.
Yeah.
Oh, I know what you mean, but Seeker don't. That's fine. So you open up telepathy with Captain Smith and say?
Yeah. All kidding and planning for beatings aside, when we get a moment, I would like to discuss some matters of justice with you.
He does this immediately as soon as your voice starts going into his head. He goes, "Oh, who said that?"
It's me. Look at the sexy one.
Shoot that
Look at the
waves.
other sexy
Oh my God.
one.
Have I
The
finally gotten
Lashunta
second
in front of
round?
you. The other captain.
The dread pirate.
The the better captain.
I did.
I cough out loud audibly.
He very visibly points you across the room. And he gives a very practiced wink.
Almost as though everyone in the room now knows what you're doing.
Puts up a fist and says, "Justice," and he walks out.
All right.
If that wasn't clear, that is his. Yeah, he's fine with that.
Cool. I just turned to everyone and go,
And here we thought we were above secrets.
Right?
Oh,
Trent,
are we sure he wasn't a mouse person?
I scratched like my groin area a little bit.
Okay. Why?
because he's got.
I just finished a staring contest.
Flail comes walking out wearing a bed sheet and nothing else, and says, "Are you guys still here? Bar's closed. Go away. Shutting down for the night. Mommy needs to sleep."
I get my things.
Gives you a
Alright, well, I
pat as you walk by, and otherwise doesn't acknowledge you. Probably for the rest
I look around and only just realize that we're still in the bar.
of. Yeah. So Flail asks you to leave her bar, which I think we called something real dumb.
As we leave, Seeker turns to Rye and Dren. Dren, how did you get the dread part of the captain? Like, right, Rye, don't you want that? Like, how do you become a dread captain? Is there a difference?
Well, you have to be an actual captain, have a working crew.
I mean, Rye's killed.
So yeah,
plenty
why
of
do they
people.
call you Dread Pirate Captain Dren?
Title holds over. doesn't go away like a
Okay,
toaster.
captain of the school dodgeball team.
Was that Seeker?
What? What?
Yeah, you're captain of the school dodgeball team.
Oh, I am?
Yes. Good one, Rye. Rye, yeesh, I don't understand.
We're just saying that he's never.
No longer a captain.
Good thing I
Some
I
dodged
just walk
that.
away sad and clearly very confused to what's been going on.
So am I a
Are we
Captain
still
Toaster
going
then?
to-
Yes, you can be Captain Toaster.
Captain
allowed it.
Toaster.
I don't like this.
Were we still going to the town meeting?
Yeah, oh yeah, we were doing that, weren't we?
I'm gonna fast forward that. You guys go to check out the town meeting, and there's a banner held that says, "Excuse me," in like poor handwriting, scribbling. It says, "Town meeting canceled due to Blitzer Ball," and that's it.
Oh, damn it.
Basically, it was gonna get you the same stuff you're getting from Blitzer Ball, so there's no reason to repeat ourselves. So
Cool.
you guys followed up with the trainer just well. I didn't have anything else for you this time. We get to the following day. You know what? I'll actually say that outside of the hall, you run into Trainer, who is the slightly heavyset coach or game runner for the Blitzer Ball tournament. And he says, I was hoping I'd find you guys here. I want tomorrow's match to be at least somewhat entertaining. So if you could all take this and this and this, and he's handing you little basically data screens that are very tiny video players, since they're like a flash stick, but it only contains a brief amount of video. These are Blitzer Ball training videos that I give to my remedial idiot players. I thought you could use them so that tomorrow isn't a complete nightmare. I don't want to be completely embarrassed if I don't have to be. Watch these tonight. Have some idea of what's going on tomorrow, and I just don't be embarrassing, okay? Can we do this?
I can try.
Do you gentle beings have any questions for me before I have you rest up?
Yeah, how does one play this game?
Hey, Patrick. There we go.
He goes into another little compartment of his like bag, a satchel he's carrying, and he pulls out another one of the tapes. He says, "This is the one I give to children. Watch that."
Yay!
He says, "You all can sleep at the rink tonight. I assume you have no other place to stay."
No, not currently.
Dren has
Shocked.
Round?
I think Dren has Flail's place.
Oof. Okay. Good luck to you, Dren.
So kind of quick shot of Dren just nodding his head in a very like quick no. Just back and forth.
Shaking.
Not worth it.
You guys didn't spend enough time with Flail, but for Dren's sake, to give him some benefit, she's rather off-putting. Keep putting it lightly.
Yeah.
The words coming out of her mouth, again, you guys interact with her. Also, this is a kid-friendly show, so I can't say some of the things she would be saying.
Friendly.
But the quotes are, kid-friendly.
In giant
Melt
quotes.
space
We're
off.
kid friendly if your kid's from like South Park.
Right. Well, even then, some of the quotes would be quite awful. So while you guys interact with her long enough, we'll just sum up that she is actually quite a foul person. Her charisma score is very low. Very low.
It's been a while.
It's at a bar, so I guess that's where you do poor judgment things, right?
But he didn't even drink.
It's been a while.
So you guys are allowed to crash at the Blitzer Ball rink. There's like a locker room with benches that you guys can crash on. You have videos that will teach you some minimal skills on how to play Blitzer Ball. If anyone here is familiar or viewers are familiar with Blitzball, we're basically just porting that over. I was going to write up our own, but I found one that uses D&D rules, which transfer over just fine. So we're going to be using this as a tentative version of Blitzer Ball, and while we're playing tonight, we'll make some adjustments on the fly. And then if I ever try to publish something, we'll make our own set of rules kind of specifically for Starfinder for Blitzer Ball. But yeah, so for that we have all that. The videos give you guys a basics how to play. It's a very common sport, so like it would be similar to what football is here. You probably know what football looks like or how it's run, even if you didn't follow it. So it's not completely alien to you. And the videos give you some really, really garbage tutorials, which aren't useful. You can't learn how to play this game overnight, but you have at least the extreme basics. And to give you guys a bonus, I'm giving you all 1 ability each. I just got to find where that ability list was in here. All right. Let's see. Actually, I might just give you guys these randomly so I don't have to actually look through them all because there's actually quite a lot of them. Hey, Nick, do you remember any good Blitzer Ball abilities you guys want?
Yeah.
Only one person has that, and they've got an earring in their pocket with it.
Right. So I've been playing a lot of Blitzball.
I know you have, which is why you're my backup on this.
Yeah. What you're looking for? So do you have your things like Wither Tackle, which reduces a stat by half?
What stat does it reduce by half?
It depends on the position you're playing. If you're a forward, it reduces shot. If your goalie, reduces catch. If your defender, reduces attack or endurance. Basically any stat, depending on whatever the primary position is. You also have things like Poison Tackle, which reduces HP steadily, so you can't.
I think I'm going to skip Poison because I don't want to track it.
Right.
But I'll keep like Nap Pass.
Yeah, Nap Pass and Nap Shot, really fun. Super overpowered. There's like Spin Ball, which for if you're a forward, it puts a spin on the shot as it's going towards the goal. It's supposed to give you a small bonus to your shot. Super Goalie, which helps the goalies catch a little bit better if they need it, or Grip Gloves is another alternative. Yeah, that's most of it. You do have like the ability for like anti-nap or anti-wither.
Yeah, we're skipping antis as well.
Okay, then that's pretty much it. Very specific kinds of shots. Jack Shots removes 2 defenders. I'm not sure if you're doing it 1-for-1. And then Sphere Shot, which is of course a random boost of power. So that could be like a D6.
Yeah, I don't have anyone using Sphere. So Seeker, nope, Zero, the other one. Zero has Rekt Shot in the earring that is in his pocket. It gives him +5 to his shooting ability, and it will automatically eliminate 2 opponents in a blitz, which is fine.
Mm-hmm.
You'll also get an additional ability from watching the videos. Actually, you know what? I'll have you guys roll me what would be a good... Just roll me a D6. Zero, I'll have you start. Roll me a D6, please.
4.
4. All right, starting there. That's not it. That's not it. That's not it. And 4 is Golden Arm. Reduces deduction from pass and shot rolls by... No, I don't like that. I'm going to give you just the next ability. You actually get Nap Pass. All right.
What position?
Nick. What? Position doesn't matter just yet. Nap Pass is good for anyone.
Right.
Give me another roll. I'll go with Nick. Go for it.
I got a 4.
Dren, I'll just go with the next on the line, which is Nap Tackle.
Nice.
Rye, give me a D6.
Boop. 5.
5. Okay, I'll keep going down the line. That's not what we're going to use. Those don't help us in this game. You're probably not playing. Are you a high dex character?
Define high.
What's your modifier?
2.
Right. I'm going to give you Tackle Slip.
Oh, that's perfect for Rye, actually.
Actually, thematically.
Tackle Slip is
at him.
40% chance to automatically dodge a tackle, eliminating the defender from the blitz without losing energy. 20% to be disoriented after slipping the tackle. Tackle Slip is in the link for the Blitzer Ball rules that I have now put in Hangouts because I'm sure you don't have it from last time.
Probably not.
And it's in one of the posts, the number 6. So yeah, you have that. I'll let you learn that stuff. Who do I have? Shirkat, what's your D6?
3.
3 would be back up here. No, that doesn't make any sense. That doesn't make any sense. All right, I'm going to give you Elite Defense, which allows you to enter a blitz from 30 feet away. I think it's normally 15 feet, so it either doubles or it increases your basically your threat range for when you're blocking someone.
Excuse me.
And who Seeker? Yeah, Seeker. What's your D6?
Yeah, 3. I was actually looking at him. I was like, "Ooh, invisible shot actually sounds kind of like Seeker."
I don't know if I have invisible shot.
It is
there
on the list in the forum.
I was a little higher than that. I wasn't using anything up that high. Let's see. Plus through the shot, visible. I'll allow it. That's magical, like, sure. And 3 was lower than the other guy's roll, so that's fine. You'd be in the lower category. I basically did this as the 1, 2, 3 is basically stats or general vicinity of this board. Is that everyone?
I think so.
Yep.
What was the goalie one?
Captain Smith.
Yeah,
I'll probably just give Captain Smith the super goalie because he's basically a superhero.
60% chance to add 1d10 to catch.
Okay, cool. Yeah, we'll use that. All right, so you guys all have one ability. We have Zero gets a bonus ability once he puts that earring on, which is Rekt shot, because we're totally not using character names from a game that we're not riffing off of. TM, don't sue me. And all right, so you guys watch some videos, you do some learning, you have a place to crash. Is there anything you guys want to go over?
Does anyone even have any ranks in swim?
No, swim is not.
It's athletics.
We're using athletics.
Okay.
Thank you, Nicholas.
I have 0 in the athletics though.
That's fine. You will probably, most of you have base speed 30, and then if you have for every 10 ranks in athletics you have, you'll have plus 5
We have
movement
a
speed
max of 5 anyways.
because of your level, right?
Yeah. Or well, 7, but you get what I mean.
That's fine. I'm not overly worried about it.
I call center.
Do you call center?
Yes.
You mean midfielder?
Yes.
Okay, I thought that would have gone to 0.
No, he's going to be left or right forward.
I don't know most of it. Let's get to that first. Do you guys have anything you want to cover before we get into playing Blitzer Ball?
How do we play?
We'll go through that. It's
never
basically
played
going to be
Blitzball, nor have I ever seen it.
combat initiative, all that fun stuff. I'll give you the basic rules and we're good to go. So as you guys, you sleep on the benches, you wake up, you're all probably feeling not super great. You're all given Blitzer Ball equipment, which is like heavy padding on your hands, not impeding catching, but on your hands, your elbows, your knees, your feet, helmets, and some other padding. Most of these things have basically gravity repulsor tools, which is how you move in the Blitzer Ball field. The Blitzer Ball field is a suspended sphere of anti-gravity style energy, which most people viewing outside can see through just fine with a faint shimmer that you know is inside the field. For you guys, you'll be moving on a 2D circular field. I don't have any rules right now that track up or down movement, so don't worry about that, but it is an actual sphere. As you guys are approaching the area to actually get into the field, because it's about game time, you are met at the gates by the opposing team.
Mute yourself.
Yeah, when you're typing, please, for the love of God, mute yourself. When you are the other team, the 6 players in the other team, they all look relatively similar in appearance. And when the trainer said that they were fish people, he wasn't lying. They are about just shy of 6 feet tall, anthropomorphic fish. They've got the standard body with arms, legs, all that fun stuff, relatively proportionate. They've got webbed hands, fingers, and feet. They don't wear gloves or shoes. They all have Blitzer Ball gear on you, so they're decently covered, or Blitzer Ball on them, similar to you, so they're decently covered. Their faces are it kind of like hunches, like their head hunches over a little bit, and it's almost like a fish, like, you know, your trout or your bass, a face like hunched over and looking at you with excessively large round mouths that are constantly dribbling saliva out of their mouths, and they, you know, hunch over. Some of you, they stand a little bit taller than. Some of you guys are actually a little bit taller than them, and 2 of them step out in front of the group. Do I have them? Oh, I changed their races, but that's okay.
Has Smith showed up yet?
Smith is Smith is with you guys as well. Smith is basically just making sure his gear looks good, and he's removed any excess padding. He's just got the repulsor equipment basically. These two fish people approach, look at each other, look at you guys, and I'm gonna I'll give you the name. They're Bonesy and Really is on their Blitzer Ball gear for their names, and Bonesy says, "Get a look at these pylons," and Really's like, "I know, total drag through the weeds." You know what I'm saying? They do a bit of banter back and forth, which I won't pretend to do two characters as quickly as I would need to do justice for them. So I'll be speaking for them basically as one character going forward. Feel free to alternate as you want. And as they kind of stand up to you guys, none of these space rats look like they even work out. I don't think any of these guys lift, bro. I don't think they've had a single boat ever. Any of you guys ever had a single boat? Yeah, no,
Space
silence.
boat?
Got
We
here
have
nothing.
a space boat. We have
quiet.
a space boat. We do.
You have a space boat. They don't even know what we're talking about. You guys ever been in a Blitzer Ball field?
No.
Only once before. I don't make a habit of it.
Actually, I guess we have two boats because Dren has a boat, a space boat, and
Ship.
we have a space boat. Ship.
I was wondering when you'd realize it, Patrick.
Yeah, I know. Well, normally I have a little switch on my microphone I can just hit. Now I have to actually go to the program, but I'm across 3 virtual desktops. Bad times. I blame Dustin. So I look over at Seeker. Boat means ship. Ship means championship. He's saying we don't have any championships.
Oh.
We also don't have any W's. We use our wins. We don't have any of those.
We're about to have our first.
Ooh, talking a big game for how tall are you, John?
Oh, he's very tall. I think Marikoi are taller than the average human.
Talking big talk from furry meat sack over here. What? All that fur gonna slow you down? Bro needs to get it trimmed. Good looking, gross over there. He's got a smell in the water, just real dank.
I'm not sure you understand how anti-gravity works.
But anti-gravity, bro? That's what he said. I thought this was gonna be water. Well, so did I. This isn't a sphere of water?
Do you see a sphere of water?
They kind of look through the gate. I don't see a sphere of water, bro.
What's the matter? You've never floated through the void, bro? These guys never floated in the void.
I don't. I guess it's different how they play above land. I don't.
So you guys have spheres of water in your water to play Blitzer Ball.
Well, when you say it like that, yeah, it's awesome.
Wouldn't that be the equivalent of playing in the air?
Maybe. You know what? Enough with you. It doesn't matter if we're swimming, flying, jumping, skipping. Doesn't matter. We'll still get this W over you. Got it?
Woo?
They're gonna flush you down the drink after you've lost to the fish.
Again, there's no water.
Again, there's no water.
I almost said it too, but I guess everybody else has it covered.
Oh, you guys don't know what happens if you lose.
Well, we don't need to know.
That's.
Ooh, you mean you don't know what's going to happen if you lose?
No.
I think he knows what will happen if they lose.
Yeah, we'd know.
Reish, what happened?
It'd actually be really not cool, actually.
It's that thing that they do to dead goldfish.
Yeah, I mean, that seems racist, but yeah, kinda. It's not great. They dump you in the dark water. We don't really associate with that.
And so,
Chris, if you were talking to me, I could not hear
your
you.
kid leans into Reish. whispers extremely loudly, what happens if they don't have enough players to play? I don't know this ball game, but I do know how to disarm people.
No murder.
Looks up at the two jocks, just winks. Are you sure?
I look back at the two, and I'm like,
Are you
everyone's
sure?
got a loose cannon, right?
This crew's a little whack. Bunch of skids. Let's just get inside. We'll see you on the other side of the field. You lot. All right.
Are you scared? Are you scared?
Can you make an
No.
intimidation
Oh,
roll?
yes, yeah, I am actually going to make an intimidation roll.
I just imagine Sheerkat doing like the Jack Skellington thing. Just,
I wish I could change their words better into like other language, but I don't know hockey enough to actually do the thing that they do in Letterkenny with the. And I don't want to just use their.
just going to be going across the blue line, eh?
Well, they're not that Canadian, you piece of spoop.
This is different than Shell, bro.
I rolled a 16 for intimidate.
Let me give them. What I guess that would just be a DC for them. With their setup, they're not particularly high level. Yeah, I'd probably say one of them. What were their names again? Bonesy immediately turns to like walk away, walks into the wall because he's not actually at the hallway yet. He tried getting away a little too fast. He kind of rebounds off of it and really grabs him and says, "That's okay. All right, let's go. Just go." And they kind of they scamper off down the
It's okay.
path to the locker room.
We'll be gentle. We'll be gentle.
They hear me shout from down the hall. That was embarrassing.
They have their like fish tails in between their legs as they're walking down the hallway. Their team does disappear down a door off to the left. Your door is designated off to the right. You guys have a moment in the like pre-game area, the field area locker room, and the screens in the room, of course cameras have been buzzing around you for quite some time. The screens on them kind of open up and they show Saltazar's face and says, "Watch one, watch all. Welcome to Blitzer Ball." For those who don't know, Saltazar is the Eoxin who keeps everyone trapped in this dome. He is a very fashionable forward skeletal looking corpse dude. You maybe have been missing out with this traumatic year we've had after the pact incident thing, brought to you by those horrible pact breakers, just horrible. And so the galaxy's favorite pastime has honestly not been getting the same limelight it has with the horrible loss of season favorites, the Pistalians. Rest in pieces.
Didn't we save that dome?
You did. Yeah. You totally did. That's not necessarily what happened to them. With the loss of the Pistalians, which breaks my non-heart, I've honestly missed a good game of Blitzer Ball, which is why I, Saltazar, with my good friend Peppertron, Peppertron has like an emoji going like woot woot on his screen, are here to bring you a show within a show, the best kind of show. We've got Blitzer Ball coming live to you in the most dangerous game show. That's right. We've had fun in games. We've seen people live, fight, die, sweat, breathe, sleep with flail, weird. And now I'm giving it to you. What you guys have been asking for, that grade A entertainment you can only get from Eox. Blitzer Ball, brought to you by my friend Trainer, who will be down on the ground commentating for the game. The two teams are going to be the stupendous, superb, amazingly well-trained fish people. I tried to get them to change their name. They absolutely refused. I told them it was a little insensitive and racist. They still went with it. The Water's Edge fish people versus everyone's least favorite team in the universe, the Pact Breakers. They are joined by a resident celebrity who apparently is doing some sort of community service, I guess. Captain Smith. Captain Smith, as you know, has gotten us some great footage for the Most Dangerous Game show. So, in general, like Captain Smith, hopefully he keeps these pact-breaking monsters in line. Enough of me for now, and we're going to get going right into Blitzer Ball. We're going to call this the match of the century-ish. All right. Back to you. And the screen kind of fades off, and you guys are now just kind of hovered around by cameras watching you guys as you are geared up and ready to get into a game of Blitzer Ball. Anything you guys need to tell each other before you jump in?
Yeah, what positions are we playing?
Now, you're going to decide that now as you all pop on over to Roll20. Okay, well, I have to log into Roll20 again because it just told me it logged me out. That's exciting. So, Patrick, we can log into Roll20 together.
I'm already there and have been because I rolled already.
All right, switch over. I just switched you guys over to the Blitzer Ball field.
Ooh.
That is it.
It's probably going to look terrible on stream, so we'll be doing
yeah.
this.
That's
kind
very
of
big.
It is really big because you guys moving in the sport would be
that's
really
me.
crowded if I made it small.
Is Chris a fish people?
I guess I'm a fish person.
I did use old tokens for the fish people.
I'm happy I didn't play Supernatural.
You did not play Supernatural, so I didn't have one.
Oh, you just found me.
Oh, there's that.
Yeah, so you guys are all on there. The Chris Fish person plays left forward. The Pat plays right forward. Sorry, Patrick. I did use a generic lizard token for center, and then a lizard for a off-colored lizard for right defense. Left defense is played by the Michael token, and I believe the Justin token is the goalie. Justin, I'm just going to ask that you try to zoom in as best you can on whomever's turn it is, and good luck to you. Traditionally, I'd want to play this game on like an actual tabletop, and we can get a little bit more involved with it. So this is just a test, and if this ends up falling apart and being really ugly, we'll go to narrative gameplay, and that's okay. But I wanted to give this like a bit of a test run. This is a 60-foot in diameter field, I believe. I did a slightly fainter line to divide the halves of field, which is only kind of in the half, but whatever, it's fine. You'll find if you're watching the screen, I put goals at either end of the circle, the left side and the right side. Those are the goals. The fish people, their goals on the right side, and the right side is the goal for the pact breakers. Like with any sports ball game, you're trying to get a single ball into the enemy's goal. Easy enough. I don't like sports. And it looks like the players have kind of already lined up their spots. For the pact breakers, we have Dren taking center. We have Shirket on right forward, and
I just want to
Zero
fight
left.
myself.
What?
I just want to fight myself.
Have you guys done your calculations?
What happened?
Have you guys, players, have you guys done your calculations to figure out your attack, blocking, catching, endurance, passing, power, shooting?
I have the sheet up on my side.
It's not too much to work with. It's easy enough. As I was saying, left forward is going to be 0. It looks like right defense is Rye and left defense is Seeker. Goalie, I did not put a token on there, or did I? Oh, I did. I did make a Captain Smith token because I did have that as one of the items you guys could have unlocked during the game. So good job actually doing something I planned for once, and I didn't have to hand it to you. Nice.
Yep. So there it is. That's who I thought it was.
Oh,
I'm surprised you didn't. I'm surprised you didn't name him Captain Nail or something.
I
Don't
was.
get the reference.
It was originally not a reference to this character. Captain Smith was just a name I was using for Dren's backstory. And when I developed the character after, I decided to make it more model Captain Hammer from Dr. Horrible sing-along blog.
Oh.
You should watch it sometimes. Sometime, Chris. It's only like half an hour.
Actually, people would recognize it as, Captain Mao.
I actually have
Firefly.
it. I just
Who's that?
Certain states.
You what?
He was too high while he was trying to
I was
watch
either
it.
too drunk or too stoned. I can't remember.
I just want to say, as we're walking down to the arena, Seeker lets off a big magical firework display that just lights up in front of him that says, Captain Toaster. And he does a pose that he rips straight from the Power Force.
Okay.
Probably even all of their poses.
All at once.
Well, maybe all at once, but
So you're walking out.
You use magic missiles that look like the different forms.
So you're walking out into an open arena in front of a bunch of people who idolize the Power Force, who were bashed from this earth, and you're using their poses.
Well, their legacy lives on.
This is mine now.
Their legacy lives on.
Yeah, Captain Smith from behind you actually says, yeah, Toaster, that's in good taste. It's good to see their legacy live on. You earned those poses. You go, you freaky little machine man.
This world is up down.
That's got the captain seal of approval.
Honestly,
Hey.
I'll leave this world behind.
Hey, Dustin.
Yes.
Short interjection.
Uh-oh.
A lot of these have to do with armor class.
Yep.
Armor
KAC.
classes in
KAC.
they can be very high.
I've noticed. I might have to cut those in half. We'll see.
Okay.
I'm going to roll with it for
throwing it
now.
out there.
I mean, their KAC is also high, and I use level 4 characters for this. So it might be something that the math has to be adjusted on the fly. We are totally okay to do it. Like I said, we use this as a hodgepodge from D&D
Right.
rules. Someone had done. If we make slight alterations for Starfinder, like we're already doing for the swim speed that they have, that's fine. All right. General flow of the game. I didn't figure out a number of rounds. I'm going to call it when I get bored is how we're going to end this, or whoever gets to 3 points first. Again, point simple, shoot it to their person's goal. The process for that, I'm not going to go through beforehand. You guys have my players have the rules in the back end. When they try to shoot, we'll go over how shooting works. The start of the game is done by a head-to-head toss-up of the ball. So I am going to need to get the 2 center players up on that line.
Was that in the sheet as how to start?
God,
Oh.
no, I have no idea how the sheet says to start. I'm doing my own thing.
right.
And in this one, it's going to be an opposed initiative check. So whomever rolls the higher initiative will get the ball, and then they get. I'll give you a round of immunity from being blocked by this person. What's the blocks term they use? It's
Blitz.
Is it blitz? Blitz is when you guys get entangled with each other.
Yep.
Okay, I'll give you a round of immunity when you're holding the ball after this gets thrown up, so you can kind of do what you want. And then I'm going to use. I'll for now use the standard rules for. Does this give you? Does this tell you you have to do a movement and an action? I can't remember if it was that gritty, or if you could do the standard D&D thing, or standard tabletop thing of maybe even moving twice. I feel like I'd be okay with that, right? Yeah, I'm gonna say you get the standard 2 actions. We'll go with that. I don't think this needs to be super serious. I'm mostly looking for a laugh from this game. So you'll get to do the same thing where you can do your full movement, which again is not your normal movement 0. It's 30 feet and another 5 feet for every rank. 10 ranks in athletics, I think we said.
Yeah, swim.
So it's going to be 30 feet for everybody.
Nope.
No, 35 for my players and 35 for at least 0.
And me.
Yeah, and sure.
And
Okay,
me.
so it's 30 for me.
30 for Patrick and Seeker. When you get the ball, you can pass, shoot, or dribble. Dribble just moves you along. We're using stamina for everything. What's all of your staminas?
64.
64. What is your 0?
63.
All right, that's about right then. I'm not going to worry about that. I will use that. I think that's too high, but I don't know how fast that'll go. When you are dribbling, every space you move drains a point of stamina.
I think I have my old sheet because I only got 46.
Well,
If
Envoy's also
only
66.
we could update it onto the drive.
Well, I thought that's where I put it because I sent it to Dustin somehow.
I don't
But I
keep
don't
your
know.
ish. I barely keep my ish.
Anywho, I'll do my best.
Yeah, when you're dribbling, meaning when you have the ball and you move, every space takes a point of stamina, and the actions you take will cost certain points of stamina as listed in the rule sets that we have listed. So we'll go with that. Now, who is drawing on my
That was
ball
me. Didn't
field?
mean to. Did not mean to. Thought I had the ruler.
I
He was
literally cannot remove a
he was
drawing.
at the playbook, so it's okay.
What about the playbook?
He was drawing on the
Oh,
playbook, telling us what we were gonna do.
Cool. It's only going to take me forever.
Is it that bad? Wait, why is it so far?
Because you have tiny ass squares.
Oh, I screwed that up, huh? Can I make them bigger?
No, not now.
Are you sure? I think I could do that in Roll20, right? Those are too small.
We're gonna go to a commercial break real quick. This Blitzer Ball
say-
game is brought to you by Crunchy Crunch.
I mean, if you
Oh, I
want to
see
do
what
some
I did
more
wrong.
RP,
I'm
the
an
rest of this
If you
episode.
don't eat crunchy crunch, you're just lame.
Let's try. This might break everything.
3, 2, 1, broken.
Wait, I can copy, right? I'm gonna copy it. I'm gonna do a new one, right? Is that a copy? Is that a thing in Damn it, it's not. There is not a copy. Okay. I'm gonna try and change every grid to 1 feet and see what happens.
This is
Yeah,
going to
that-
be great for audio.
Well, that screws up your movement, doesn't it? All right, so I'm gonna do math for me. Let's just do math for movement. It was supposed to be 60 feet in diameter. I don't know how I screwed that up.
No, it's supposed to be 60 squares.
Oh, is that what he says? 60 squares?
It's 300 to 400 feet, 60 to 80 squares.
Is that what it says in the thing? So I did it right?
You did. Yep, you did 300.
All right, screw it. If that's what it says, I'm gonna go with that. We'll see. If it gets too boring, I'll just give you a speed boost, and I'll say that it's governed by the machines you guys are wearing. Late in the game runner might change some rules, and the equipment that you guys are wearing will enhance that. So if you guys start hitting harder, that's because they're trying to make the game more exciting. Blitzer Ball does follow a set of adjustable rules mid-match. Also, the savvier of you who would know this, which I would say maybe Rye, although he seems really sports apathetic, so maybe not. Dren at least, and probably Zero, are aware that most Blitzer Ball fields are highly advanced, magical, technological combination creations. I guess Seeker would know that as well. This is not. Those fields protect against cheating and a lot of other things that would be problematic in a Blitzer Ball game. This, looking around, is clearly just a barely contained ball of gravity. The only equipment in the game is basically what you have on you, so they can still adjust the rules, but it looks like there's no anti-cheating in place. As with, this is Blitzer Ball rule, not a Blitz Ball steal, but Blitzer Ball, if you are forced out of the ring for some reason, you are out until the next round starts. I don't know when rounds run in Blitz Ball. That was by number of turns? Is that what it was? That was... I'm not worried about that. We'll figure that out. So if you guys knock somebody out or get knocked out of this circle for some reason, you will be out of the circle.
I do want to point out that it depends on how we do it, but Blitz Ball is a game that really the only person who isn't going to be double moving the entire time is everybody without the ball. So if you're concerned about like how far people are going to be able to go, all of your moves are going to be double moves.
Yeah, there are no actions other than move, and then when you have the ball, you get the options to pass and shoot. That is it.
So basically, you're just looking for better positioning the entire time.
Also,
Yes,
you only spend your stamina when you have the ball.
Right.
Yeah, and stamina won't go away. Yeah, you can't tackle. Well, in normal rules, you can't tackle someone who doesn't have the ball. Again, this is a
There's no
referee
anti-cheat.
style game. So if you guys want to get weird with how you apply the things I've given you without thinking, go nuts. All right, I think we're good to go for that. The rules of the come will be pretty basic. I'm going to have you guys all roll initiative, and that's how we will determine that you guys go. I'm going to roll D6, 60-20 myself. You guys all want to roll your initiatives in the chat?
Could I get a reroll, please, somebody? Thank you.
If we have any of our subscribers that can
just
offer
use
Nick a
mine.
reroll, apparently he's begging for it. Let's see. And this is not going to count, Dren, for your roll off for getting the ball. This is just your movement order. So actually, you probably shouldn't have rolled anyways. I think you're going to move first anyways if you get the ball. But if you don't get the ball, this is important. So I've got Liz.
Yeah, I guess centers would be the one thing that is a bit excluded.
Well, if you don't get the ball, you can still be acting under your initiative roll. But if you do get the ball, it'll change your initiative.
Sure.
I'll just do it that way because I'm lazy. That's all. It's not a good way to do it, but that's fine.
No,
Also,
I think that's a good way.
Goalies have no need to move. Goalies are always covering the goal. It's just a matter of I have a bit of a mini game that goes with shooting. All right, so I only need to roll 5. I'll take away my random one.
I got to re-roll. Okay. I did roll a 1.
Re-roll.
A much better not 1.
Who took pity on you?
Shadow. Shadowy.
Shadow. You're very nice.
I thought Shadow was going to use it on
a bad guy?
enemy. Yeah.
Well, Nick tricked him.
Yep, used my tomfoolery.
My 8 died. I'm just pushing down really hard so I can see these numbers later. This is fun. And then, yeah, all right. So that's that. For you guys, for your initiatives, I wish this was going to freaking work.
Hey, do you know what doesn't die? Pencil.
It's not even true. They snap. You have to get a thing to, to the sharpener. Yeah, that's it.
They do eventually, actually.
Mechanical pencil all the way. Click, click, done.
All right. Initiative rolls. Give me highest to lowest. Don't be dope.
0 with 28.
Jesus. Okay. 0, 28.
Rye with 25.
Rye with 25.
Go.
Seeker and Sheerkat are tied with 16.
Nope. I got a 7. My 16 was my intimidate check.
Seeker got a 16.
Seeker's got a 16.
I got a 10.
Dren has a 10. I'm missing somebody, right?
And Sheerkat with a 7.
Okay, Sheerkat with a 7. All right, that didn't work out at all how I wanted to.
Run and grab a pencil.
So for movement order, just so you guys are on the same page, it's going to go 0, then Rye, then Seeker. Seeker, not you. Sorry, not you. It goes Rye. It goes Lizard 1 on their team, which is the forward lizard.
Lizard and not a fish now?
Well, the image is lizard. It is a lizard image, but it is a fish person. We'll call the two fish, the two lizards will be the front one. The forward is going to be Really, and the second one will be Bonesy when I get to it. Seeker, you are after Really. After that is the Patrick token, but not Patrick. Let's see. After that is Dren. Sheerkat rolled a 7, which is pretty poor. It's the Mike token, followed by the Bonesy token, followed by Sheerkat. God, there's too many things on here. And lastly, who rolled the lowest was the Chris token. All right. We are ready to go for that. Give me this is the initiative roll off. This is going to be from Dren and from Really, whose initiative bonus is not great. I rolled a 11. You need to beat an 11.
I got a 13.
13. All right. You get the ball first. I'm not going to bother trying to notify you who has the ball on this because that's just too much tracking.
Sure.
Again, if we had this like at a tabletop, I'd throw like a little ball token next to you or something. But for this one, we'll just do it. Keep track. You have the ball now. You are going to be the top of the order. So I'm actually I'll save your initiative for later in case it matters. But for now, you're at the top of the order.
So how are we initiating blitzes?
So you won't get a blitz this time. You're blitz immune for 1 round.
Right.
This one has, if someone ends within 15 feet of you, I think it is.
Okay, so within
they initiate blitz at the end of their round. So
Gotcha.
It's not an initiate; they just have to end within 15 feet of you. Multiple people can end within 15 feet of you. So you know what? We won't do it at the end of the round. We'll do it at the end of the end of the person's action. We'll do it at the end of the full round.
That makes sense.
That way, multiple people can blitz on you.
Yep. All right. So I'm going to move over to my pal. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. My pal 0 over here on the left. And how far away does that put me? 1, 2, 3.
Dren reaching out with lanky arms as if he's swimming through the gravity field, floating suspended in air, moves away from Riley and begins to set up a pass, I think.
Yes.
And
That should be 35. 35 feet away, and 1, 2.
Just a quick
You're
little thing.
immune this round.
When you move diagonals, does it follow Starfinder rules, or is it 1 for 1?
No, I'm gonna just save us some time. No.
Okay.
Well, so order of operations, like I can't hand off the ball, so I need to pass it.
I'd allow a handoff. Oh, I see what you're saying. If you move twice,
Right.
I won't allow a move twice pass. So you will have to pass it. Yes.
Right.
And I'll have that be like that's kind of the fudge of like how you guys aren't all on the same actual plane.
Yep. So what I'm doing is I'm swimming through the air over towards Zero, and then I go to make a pass over to him.
That's so we'll pause passing. Is anyone within 15 feet of you? I guess.
No.
Then yeah, you can pass unobstructed.
Right. So to pass, I roll something in addition to my pass score, which I've already calculated.
I think everything's roll D10.
Yeah, he had this all sorts of D10s. I don't know why, but it is just a D10 plus whatever your stuff is, and that's
Okay.
fine. We'll use D10s.
That's not so bad. I actually have a lot more range than what I have noted, which is good to know. But I rolled the 1, so that's fine. I still make it. I pass successfully over to Zero.
Realistically, even if you had missed, the way the rules go is when you miss, it goes to the nearest player, which would still be him, right?
Right.
So functionally, you can't miss if there's no one
Or
around.
if it's an incomplete pass, like if it runs out of stamina, it goes to the opposite.
Oh, okay. The way he had translated this rules, I think he did that a little bit differently. I'm going to stick with that though. We'll say that it's like basically considered a foul, and
And fumble.
We'll do a fumble. Yeah, we'll call it. Well, I'll say foul, and they give it penalty wise to the nearest player to that edge of the board on the other team. We'll do that way. That's fine. So you do pass it over, and that's going to be the end of your round. Zero, you're up next.
All right. So Zero will start moving towards the goal.
And are all diagonals 1?
Yeah, I'm going to allow diagonals
Okay.
just to be the 1. Again, Starfinder rule says the first diagonal is 5 feet. The second diagonal is considered 10 feet. Itself 10 feet. I'm not going to be using that for Blitzer Ball, and I'll say I don't care why.
So Zero moves 70 feet towards up the left side.
Okay,
the goal.
up the left side, passing a fish person that looks suspiciously like if Patrick was a fish. So scales on Patrick. We'll call him Scatrick. No, I don't like that. I wish I had.
I like that one.
And I
What's
believe
his new nickname?
he's a scat man.
Hey, Scott.
Ba-boop, ba-da-boop.
and I believe we're losing 1 stamina per space you move through.
Yep.
Yeah, so make sure you track your
So
spaces.
it's
But you can
14.
do that after. You will get it back. I forget the rate it grows
It's
back at.
per round, 1d4.
Okay, 1d4 when you don't have the ball.
Right.
After Zero is Rye. Rye, you are up. General game rules for you, just so you have a heads. Oh, should we do initiative every round? I don't want to do that. If there was less of you, I'd roll initiative every round. I'm just going to do this as it is. Who is doing that awful sound?
What sound?
It was like someone blowing their nose into my soul.
It's Patrick sliding around his computer.
Oh, that might be it.
Patrick, it is Raish Oren's turn. Generally, the goal for you would be to try and get near the person you think is most likely to get the ball on the enemy team. So you can threaten them if they get it.
Okay.
Or hover around your own goal if that's what you want to do. But generally, you want to be on someone.
Why did I start way back?
I had left the tokens where you guys wanted to start.
You didn't put them into place. Just put them opposite the lizard token.
Yeah, if you put them off the lizard token, I'll allow it. I thought you were doing off-centered for a reason, and I just let it go.
Nope.
So, if the ball's the ball is with Dren, right?
Right.
Zero has it.
I passed it to Zero. We currently have possession, so you're going to want to go up towards the center.
Okay. That's roughly 60.
I feel
I'll
like this
allow
is
it.
gonna be really boring for anybody other than the person that has the ball.
I will see about that. Again, you guys can do things to interact with the enemy players that would be considered cheating if you were so inclined.
Next player.
Basically, I've given you carte blanche to cheat. I've said it twice, and I even
Yep.
told Justin he can use magic off screen. So
I was thinking about magic missile in that ball or something.
you figure it out. Like I said, if
Mhm.
you can manage to push someone out, that's fine. And certain things will change as the game goes on. This is just round one. After Rye is really. So we're gonna do a quick old. Really wants to get as close to Seeker as possible, and
You
with
mean 0.
yeah, whatever, the microwave. It looks like can get there. So he's actually going to be within 15
Blitzing.
feet. So you're going to be blitzing at the end of this round with really. Next up is Seeker.
All right, Seeker's just going to move forward. How far can we go?
30 feet.
So
Probably.
60 feet for you.
I feel
Yeah.
like
Unless you're
we-
planning to take an action, like if you wanted to cast some magic, 60 feet.
All right, so I'm just gonna move 60 feet closer to the rest of. I think that's where it was. I don't know.
Yeah, it's fine.
Closer to the rest of the action.
If you guys eyeball it for the how far you move, fine. That's totally cool. I don't want to have to worry too much about it. So if you accidentally move 65 feet, I won't jettison you from the game. I won't drop Sprox. The Patrick token is more or less where it wants to be, but it is going to get right up on Zero's business.
No, I gotta move another 5 feet.
Swims in front of Zero, trying to intercept. The next up is Dren's normal round, but you've already moved this round, so it's going to be the Michael token, who will just again eyeball it, and we'll call it. They'll just move there, and so he's also swimming to get down towards the scrimmage. You're trying to basically cluster around the ball holder at this point. Bonesy is up. Bonesy should have no problem moving here, so also gets within 15 feet.
Wouldn't some of them want to get a little bit forward so they can pass the ball to them?
They've got Chris for that. Sheercat, you're up.
All right. So Sheercat is going to move 35 feet. Wait, click. It's, I think it's about right here-ish.
Okay.
And then going to curl up into a tight ball.
Okay.
So I'm using my as my second move action. I'm using my special ability, defensive ball.
Okay, which does what?
Right now, nothing. I'm just in a really, really, really tight ball.
Okay. All right. The announcer, which is the trainer's voice, the guy who kind of got you guys this gig, you hear, that is freaking embarrassing.
Oh, yes.
And that's kind of what echoes through the
Right.
grab field. Last up is the Chris token, who is going to move forward. So there is someone to pass to. We're looking at about there-ish. I've clearly very much lost where that there-ish was. I'm going to do it there. And we're back to the top of the order, which, Dren, I'll have you keep saying at the top of the order for this round.
Blitzing.
Oh, sorry, blitzing. Yeah, we got to do that. All right, so the way blitzing works, anyone within 15 feet is now considered engaged with Zero. And Zero, you have the options to pass, shoot, or break through. And depending on what you do, they're going to slowly try and reduce your ability to do these things. In this instance, breaking through is probably not recommended with 3 of them. Passing without you having any special passes.
So
Get a
you
snap
can
pass?
break through one of them.
Is that how it works? Can you break through one at a time?
So you determine how many you try to break through. So
Does that take away from your health?
it takes away from your endurance. So if your endurance hits 0, then it's stolen.
Okay, all right. So yeah, if you want to take some barrages, you can try and test that. I don't know what your shooting distance is.
A lot.
So
So what is it? My shoot is an automatic. What is it? 17 or 15 squares plus whatever I roll.
if you used Rekt shot, you will also immediately eliminate 2 defenders. So it'll just be
So I could break through one and then shoot.
break through 2 break through 1, knock out the both, and it's just you and the goalie. Yeah, that would be a fine shot. Basically, this is why
And you get a
Titus breaks the game.
+5 to your shot.
Yeah.
Titus can basically shoot from half field and get it in still, no problem.
Yep.
Yeah. So I guess I'll try that. And I have to break through the closest person first.
So usually it's the person with the highest attack.
They're all equal. I made them clones.
okay.
I didn't want to try and track 6 different things, so I'm wicked
Sure.
lazy. So I need to roll a d10, and then I add my block to it. Is that how it works?
At that point, it's your attack.
Oh, it's my attack, which
Yep.
is AP, which is 13 for these fellas. Where is my lovely d10? That looks like it's got 10 sides. Perfect. The attack coming at you is going to be 15, 16, 17, 18 total.
That doesn't even beat my AC, so I definitely
No,
don't
so
beat
it just goes against your endurance.
which is AC plus your.
Oh yeah, but it
constitution.
reduces your endurance. Like
Right.
now for this engagement, you have minus whatever that was to your overall endurance.
Right, which is why I'm only trying to break through one.
Exactly. Yeah. So you're fine. Basically, and your endurance resets every engagement, right?
Yes.
So basically, you break through one, and that's fine. You successfully break through, no problem. He tries to come at you with a tackle. You kind of take the hit, no problem, or you nimbly dodge it, however you prefer that cannon looking. And then just explain to me how you use the Rekt shot, because basically the skill program and the earring you've put on, all Patara style, is basically showing you how to use opponent members of the team to accelerate your ball's speed by bouncing it off of them in some way, shape, or form, and then kicking it like a complete D-bag with an excessive bicycle kick.
So Zero puts a lot of spin on the ball and then throws it towards one of the remaining 2. And when they go to catch it, it bounces off of them and uses the momentum from them trying to grab it to hit the second player, which then goes up or higher into the air where, the super awesome bicycle kick towards the goal.
And this is a Bonesy and really, you just bounce the balls off their faces. So they look morbidly dejected. And they look at each other, your face, bro. Make your shot, your shoot.
All right, so it's that plus, what is it? 2, 7, 21. And then what was the third thing you had?
For that shooting power is your BAB, your Dex modifier, and your base fortitude.
What does the goal look like?
It's a triangle, upside down triangle.
I'm making
I'm
this
adding
goal
17.
not a triangle. It's basically 2 triangles stacked on top of each other.
All right. What happens?
So it's a diamond.
Can you like go through it?
No, not really. It's like, so it's a sphere. It's right at the end of the sphere. So like the back of the goal is the end of the sphere.
I would say in this version of the game, you'd be allowed to go through it once. In a regulation match,
That's all I need to know.
in a regulation match, they would block you from going through, so where your suit would cut off. However, in this backroom brawl style blitzer ball, you would be able to punch through the net and out of the sphere at least once.
All right.
Okay.
That's all I need to know. Thank you.
So it's 23 total, so it ends up with only a 3 shot power by the time it reaches the goalie.
I think he's going to catch that. What is catching power?
I'm sure he auto catches it at this point.
AC plus Dex plus Reflex. I don't have his catching power on here. Damn it. I forgot the one. Oh, no, there it is. 24. Catches it with ease. What was your total roll?
23.
Was that a low roll for you?
Yeah, I rolled a 6.
His base is 24. That's got to change. I think his AC is too high. I'm going to drop down his AC. What was the AC score I was using here?
Also, Mike, that
I rolled
cost,
a d20, I know.
that cost 12 HP to use.
Patch. I'm going to drop down to, I'm going to cut his AC in half. which will be okay. That's a much more respectable catch of 13. So you guys are now actually able to get it past the goalie. Still catches this one, but otherwise the goalie might not have been something you could have gotten past.
It's all.
Go ahead.
It's the range that he shot at too.
Yeah, but he rolled with his bonus plus his roll. It was a 23.
But it loses.
On top of him, that roll wouldn't have worked.
Yeah, I suppose.
That's where I'm coming from. Is if even if he's at 0 distance, that roll would not have worked. I'm just gonna cut it for half for now. And if I have to boost it up, I'll boost it up.
Okay.
We'll see how it goes. So even so,
because I effed up and rolled the D20. Luckily, a 6 doesn't matter.
No, that works.
What is it? A D10. We got to be super close, even with high numbers.
Yeah. So I have to be mindful of how that's going to work. So I'm just going to reduce this catch to 13, which is fine. Still beats your shot now. And now the goalie has the ball. The goalie is basically, I'm going to treat as an interrupt. Whenever the goalie gets the ball, the goalie is going to act right away. Where did my roll 20 go? And they're going to get option to pass. And then we just resume where we were, which is the top of the order for this one. And that's fine. This person, he can't pass to anyone. Oh, he can pass to I've got the Michael token. What is the range to that? How do they do range in the
game? Goalie just passes to he doesn't care who.
Oh, I can just pick a person?
Yes.
All right, I'll do that way. That's fine. I think he's still going to pass it to Michael. You know what? He hums this ball. The ungainly looking fish person who resembles Justin pulls back on his weak little thin arms and like catapults this ball all the way across the match. And the Chris looking fish person catches it neatly. This person is across half of the field and is off kind of just passed off where Shirket and Rye are. He's actually got a straight shot to the goal at the moment. However, Dren, you're the top of the order. Please take it away.
Okay. So we're doing this that at the end of the round is when
and unfortunately for you, Chris is apparently accidentally their best player because he actively moves last. And because I don't have a way to do rolling initiative without driving myself insane.
Right. It's kind of hard to do something simultaneous as...
Let me say you can just delay your turn. That's standard first tabletop. Yeah.
Okay. Yep. That's what I'll do.
All right. So
you're... because even so, he goes last. So...
I'd force him to go.
Right. You go, but then you also get to do whatever action.
What you could do from now on is the new ball carrier has to go first.
Wouldn't work because ball carriers change within the round. Oh, if they have to interrupt and move then?
Yeah.
And if they've already moved, they're stuck?
Yeah.
I'm okay with that. Are you guys okay with that?
Yeah.
Okay. So we'll do that where the when they get the ball, they interrupt. So Dren, hold your move for now. Chris Token just got the ball and is going to move and line up a shot. Is what they're going to. Well, they're going to move, is what it is, and they're going to save their action for the rest of it. So I can move 35 with Homeboy here, so I'll get him.
Something else we should consider is if the person intends to shoot, they can only move their 35.
Yep, that's what I just did. That's the rule.
I shouldn't have shot at all.
That's fine. I'll forgive you this once.
All right. So he just went because the reaction got the ball.
Yep, got the ball, moved, and because he wants to take another action, he freezes there.
In the rules, it does say the ball is caught by the goalkeeper and is passed to the nearest player of his team.
Yeah, I like that better anyways. I will just reset that, and I will have, in that instance, then this character is actually going to try and move the full speed, which is 70, which gets him right to the line. All right, so now the Michael token, who is far back, the Michael fish-looking person, is now got the ball from the goalkeeper and now swims furiously across and is now halfway through the field. Dren, go for it.
All right. Dren is going to... he's going to move just one single movement to behind. So when we're doing conversions, if we break through successfully, are we handling that on the space that you're at within the 15 feet?
I believe,
Or-
is that how it would work?
Because they all technically like
They move around and then they tackle.
they move
Yeah, I'll allow
like
that.
adjacent.
I'll
So
allow that. That's fine. Again, we'll real time say that this happens as you're kind of moving through the space, maybe. So yeah,
Okay.
I'll allow it. That's fine. Dren, so that's you.
Yep.
Zero, you're up.
Zero is going to start moving towards the midfield as well. And that's going to be, what is it, a double move up?
Yep.
So let's measure it out and make my life easier.
And again, 3-dimensional space means you can swim through people fine. I'm not going to block you guys in any way with other characters.
Yeah. All right, so I'm going to go to there.
You know what would make your life a little bit easier if I did that for you? Oh, someone else is doing that. I thought you were doing that.
that was me.
All right, so you moved. Basically, you're still trying to get position in front of the goal, so you've moved actually ahead of Dren. You're not going for the tackle.
Yeah.
That puts Rye. You are up next.
Okay. I can't really do much. So I'm going to
Aren't you like
delay until the ball gets back over my side.
Nope, you're
No,
going to move up to the actual ball carrier now.
Yep.
'Cause
Because
the ball
we're
carrier
all
is
going
right
to
in front
attack
of
them at once
Yep, perfect.
at the end of
Done.
the round.
Really is up. I know
Just
that.
as a heads up, I got to get going soon.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it's already 10:30. Yikes.
Yep.
We'll pick up Blitzer Ball next time. Let's finish this round, and then we'll come back to it. I will make Blitzer Ball super quick next week. We might make it narrative more from now on. We're just showing off a format that we can use. I don't think we'll use it in the future. Really is going to move just up ahead a little bit. And then following up, really is Seeker, you're up.
I'm moving up to where the ball is.
All right. And I'll try and hold that for you so you have no problem getting wherever you want over there.
Yeah.
Seeker is done then. We've got the Pat token, who is going to actually double back and try and give some defense, and is going to get right on top of Zero. Then Dren's already moved. Mike token is already moved. Bonesy will try and get to Dren and have no problem. And then the Chris token is just going to try and break away then, which is going to be right in front of the goal. All right, so positions have changed. We are at the...
What about me?
Oh, Sheerkat. Sorry, I moved Chris before you.
That's all right.
Sheerkat, you actually go
So,
now.
Sheerkat in its little ball rolls around and ends up right out here.
Okay. Sheerkat moves closer to the goal, trying to position a great suicidal rush for that 1 point. We're going to end tonight's episode with the blitz that we have taking place right now. The blitz is only made up of the ball carrier and the enemy team. The ball carrier right now is the Michael token, and threatening we have Rye, we have Seeker, and we have Dren. Going to try and break through Rye.
That's
Rye,
not how that works.
what do you mean?
You got to break through the strongest attacker.
Oh, strongest attack. I was going by proximity because that makes a little bit more sense for this one. But who is the strongest attacker then?
Probably me. I've got a 16 for my attack.
For attack?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm half that.
Okay.
I also have nap tackle.
All right. That's right. He's going to try and break through you.
And then it's a D10 on top of that, right?
I believe it's the same for both of us. D10 for basically everything. So my endurance. Oh, do I roll for endurance?
I
No.
don't think so.
No, I just eat it. Okay, yeah. Okay, I'm just going to try and eat your. I have a 27 endurance on this guy, so I should be okay.
We'll see. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
So
it's really meant to.
I have 16 base with nap tackle. I have a +3. If I break through, or I guess no, I don't even have to break through. According to
You usually have a 30% chance of putting me to sleep.
100% chance is what it says.
Nap tackle is 100%?
Well, so the way this is statted out is the higher tackles are more, but if reduced to 0. Okay, they put it at the end. Okay, so I have 16 base plus 3 for a nap tackle, and then whatever I roll. So I have to roll an 8 to break through. Oh, off the table. Got it. And that was an edge because it landed on my keyboard. Okay, the suspense. I got it. Woo. Okay.
You got...
I matched exactly the endurance.
Perfect. That drops him down to 0, and you are right. Nap tackle is 100%. I was looking at nap pass earlier. Nap pass is 30%.
And so nap tackle is 1d6 plus 4 rounds. That is 7 rounds. The boy's gonna be asleep.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, totally passed out, conked out in the middle of the field. Basically, what happens in real time is your gear lights up, blares, and as you hit him, it triggers, which puts a sleep-inducing effect through the helmet, which knocks him out. These are all totally kosher in the rules. He's not actually asleep because you hit him so hard. It's just the way that the gear translates your special ability. But it does mean homeboy here is totes napping. He is out of it for now.
Do you want me to do the reaction now, or do you want to end
what do you mean reaction?
Because I just got possession of the ball?
No. We'll stop at this. You being
okay.
top of the order, because he was also the end of the round anyways. So and you've moved this round, so we're going to the top of the order anyways. Because reaction you won't get, you've already moved.
Gotcha.
But again, it works in your favor. You're the top of the order anyways.
Right.
So we have ended the round. Looks like you guys are in good place to score once. And then I think we can go from there. Just really quick, thank you guys for watching. Thanks for having us muddle through Blitzer Ball. If you're interested on more, I can definitely share it with you guys in Discord where we found the D&D rules, and I will eventually put up a document which is just our Starfinder variations. I wanted to test out some things before we did that. Like again, the goalie's catch needs to be modified. It can't just be straight AC. That's not going to work. For the actual defensive players, I think that's fine. But for the goalie, because of the way the shoot score works, it's a little awkward. But that's fine. We'll work on that as we go through. Next week, I'm going to have us play probably 2 more rounds of Blitzer Ball just to get the feel for it. Actually have someone get a score in. I think you guys will pull that off next round. And then next week, spoiler in the nature of it, is going to be extremely story heavy. I want the next episode or 2 or 3 to completely wrap up this season of Starfinder. I didn't expect Blitzer Ball to actually take this long, but I had built-in precautions in case it did, so I'm not worried about it. Tune in next time to see the end of the Most Dangerous Game Show, I think is going to be what we're kind of starting on. Do you guys have any parting comments before I say join us in the after party?
Yeah, never split the party. Yeah, Patrick.
All right, guys. Remember to never split up the party. We will see you in the after party, or some of us will. Bye, Pat. That's going to run until about 11 o'clock. So anyone who wants to hang out with us then, or if you guys are seeing this on YouTube, you can always find those via our Patreon, which is bit.ly/neverpatreon. Find more info there. See you in a bit. Peace out, guys. Thank you.
Yeah.